Two new images released by New York police of the gunman wanted for the murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson, unmasked and smiling. A homicide in the heart of Manhattan, premeditated, targeted. A $10,000 reward for anyone who can give information on this man. Business as usual outside the Hilton Hotel where it happened. But according to a source in law enforcement, bullet casings left at the scene were inscribed with the words deny, defend, depose. Possibly a play on the title of this book about the health insurance business and how the man on the street can fight back. And if so, a potential motive of sorts for targeting a man in charge of millions of Americans' health insurance. The killer made his getaway down this wide alleyway before cycling towards Central Park, with a pit stop at a nearby Starbucks before the killing. From those photos, you can see that the gunman came to this Starbucks shortly before he moved on to the Hilton Hotel. He was recorded on the CCTV up there, and these are the same tables and chairs that were in the background of those photos. And we understand that he bought a bottle of water and a couple of energy bars or protein bars and then threw away the wrappers, which are now key pieces of evidence in the case. And just across the road, a rack of city bikes, which we know the killer used to flee the scene. New Yorkers shocked at what's happened, hazarding a guess at motive if this was about the nation's health insurance.
It's unfortunate for citizens here to have to afford some of these insurances. You know, there's ways to afford it, but there's a lot of people that don't have access to those ways.
We're the richest country in the world, and we don't have free health care for our people. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. People go into debt with medical bills, and that's not how it should be. But this probably wasn't the right answer to go about it either.
With visuals of the gunman's face, it is surely only a matter of time before he's ID'd. Police honing in on this hostel in the Upper West Side where he's believed to have stayed. But for now, the manhunt to bring him in continues.
Well, Diana joins us now from New York. Diana, this is a sort of tragic whodunit that is intriguing people around the world, trying to work out who did this and why. Do we assume that these shell casings with these words deny, defend and depose are a trail of clues being left behind deliberately by the killer?
Well, you would have thought so, that he was trying to leave a message with that, and especially because it's so close to the name of that book and the whole sort of concept of how health insurers do deny or may deny, paying out on claims and defend why they're doing it. These bullet casings clearly seem to be a play on words on that. He does appear to have been a professional with a gun, or extremely proficient with a gun, was the way the police said it. But he also did leave a trail of clues which seemed to build up. You know, the fact that he allowed himself to appear unmasked in those photos we started the report with, in this hostel, which we ended it with. The fact that he bought this water and wrappers and was at a Starbucks shortly before he murdered Brian Thompson here at the hotel behind me. Police are also looking at this telephone, presumably a burner phone, which he's videoed using, talking on before he makes the assassination attempt, and which he then threw away. And when you look at the video of him holding up the gun, he is not wearing gloves. You know, you wonder, did he put the bullets in without gloves? I mean, there are a whole host of pieces of evidence that the New York police are presumably poring over now, that detectives are looking at. We also don't know, of course, Dominic, if he was a paid assassin or if he had a personal grievance. So a lot of details still to piece together, but you get the sense that police are closing in and that we might have more answers soon.